Oh, so this time there's no singing, apparently.
Well, okay.
You yelled at me and you deleted the last recording.
That's like you got a girlfriend or wife, and they're like, I don't want anything for Christmas. And then you don't get them anything for Christmas. And they're like, where's my presents? My precious.
Scumbag Northern Lion deletes his recording after I sing my beautiful rendition of Happy Birthday.
Well, when you guys sang it, it took me by surprise because I was like 3, 2, 1, go, and then I thought you were like yelling over top, and I was like, oh, this recording's botched.
Yeah, here's the backstory, everyone. Today is Northern Lion's birthday. And
well, by the time you're reading this or listening to this, you'll be like 2 days late at least. But
yeah, definitely at least.
Anyways, we were like, hey, let's sing him a happy birthday out of nowhere on the podcast, catch him by surprise. And then he was like, "Oh, I deleted it, you guys," because he got scared.
I didn't delete it out of malice. I thought
you got scared.
I'm genuinely touched. Today is my birthday. Thank you guys.
He's basically the guy from that movie Strangers with Liv Tyler and that other dude, and their friend comes to help them at the house, but they think it's the strangers, and they blow his fucking face off with a shotgun, and they're like, "Oh my god, what was my best friend?" All because
the strangers.
You know, what's that movie with Liv Tyler and that dude based...
Armageddon.
You know, inspired by a true story. These people just come around.
Armageddon.
Lord of the Rings.
Huh?
Fellowship of the Ring.
No, it's Two Towers.
One Night at McCool's?
Yes. Either way, it was a shitty movie. I hated it.
The Strangers is when you sit on your hand until it falls asleep and then you jerk off.
You'd have to sit on both
Yeah, but what if
hands.
you have two, you sit on both of your hands?
Yeah, well, that's just odd. What happens if...
Then that's an orgy, man.
What if you want to change the channel on the TV? Use your feet?
You got to.
Just yell at your Kinect. Xbox! ESPN 4.
He was beating it to ESPN 4.
No, he was beating it to ESPN 3. It used to be like Taiwanese beach volleyball, but then they switched to like Angolian pinball.
That's pretty hot. I could do Angolian pinball.
I mean, I've done the Angolian pinball before. It starts to hurt after a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of dinging.
A lot of tilting.
Yeah. I just cut
flippers.
Like a slit in a nice juicy tender steak and just go at it.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last steak.
I think one of my favorite episodes of Kenny vs. Spenny is when they're like, who can... Wait, I think it was just a random episode, but, or maybe who could produce more semen, but basically Kenny puts, like, he fingers a hole inside of this ground beef, and he fucks it, and then later Spenny cooks a burger out of it.
Jesus.
And the worst part is, when Spenny found out, he wasn't even mad. He was just like, dude, if you're going to do that, just, like, let me know next time.
Well, what would he do if he knew? He wouldn't have eaten it.
I guess so, but, like, he wasn't mad that he ate a whole...
Well,
I
mean, you can't be mad at something that, like, you know, already happened. I mean, that's not true. I'd be mad if someone...
Well, isn't that the one where Kenny got, like, the X-ray machine and then, like, irradiated Spenny so he couldn't produce any sperm at all?
Was giving him chemotherapy in the middle of the night, and then...
Yeah, that's substantially... I would be mad about that.
The most depressing scene is when... Spenny's still trying to jerk off to produce the semen, so you see him, like, jerking off in his room, and he's got, like, a bucket beside him, so he's, like, jerking off and he's puking at the same time. Dude is dedicated. Good show.
Man.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I guess so.
Welcome to the Saving Progress podcast, guys.
The Northern Lions
episode 169.
Edition.
Happy birthday, Ryan edition.
Thank you.
What'd you get me, Ryan?
It's my birthday.
Yeah, we're switching around. It's like the Japanese.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Then where was my present on June 20th, you ding-dong?
My birthday's June 2nd, you ass hat.
I just added the 0 for fun.
He was rounding up.
You could add an extra 0 to the check you're going to write me.
All right. Double zeros, then.
Wait. Who's talking?
You get nothing. You get nothing. You lose. Get out of here.
How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad that we're doing the podcast. We missed it last week.
We didn't do it last week for two reasons. One is it American Thanksgiving, so on our normal Wednesday recording day, J. Smith OTI gone to see his scumbag family.
They were indeed scumbags.
The day,
I enjoy them.
Reason two, he was like, hey, let's do it on Tuesday, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
The Wii U's gonna be here, I need to spend time with it, and then the Wii U didn't show up till Thursday.
Wii U. You're a liar.
I didn't do it on purpose. It happened that way.
Wait, so you didn't do it just to prep? Wait, what?
Well,
you said I can't do it tomorrow. My Wii U's coming in.
Yeah, but then it didn't come in.
You were just prepping for the Wii U. We could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was coming on Monday or Tuesday, and then it didn't come till Thursday.
It came really late.
Yeah. Well, okay, so it was being sent by Perolator, right?
Yeah.
And then the Wii U didn't get here, so I tweeted, it's like, I guess they call it Perolator because you get your shit later than you want to. And then some Twitter account, like Perolator Customer Service, contacted me. I was like, hey, we're really sorry about that. Is there anything we can do to help you out? And I was like, oh, sorry, I was just kind of being a dick on social media.
Well, I mean, they were late.
It wasn't their fault. I'm pretty sure it was EB's fault.
Electronic Boutique.
/ GameStop for those of you who don't live in Canada.
Babbage's.
I don't, I kind of understand it sort of in a way, but what's the deal with Carl's Jr. and Hardee's? Why?
They're the same.
They're the same, so why can't they have the
Well,
same
I
name?
mean, you know in SpongeBob how they had Scooty Puff Juniors?
No, I never
What?
And then they also had, like, Super Scooty Puff Juniors?
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
Like, one's more badass than the other. Hardee's is, like, the true American. You're going to die of a heart attack in 2 seconds.
So
Carl Jr. is like, you're still going to die of a heart attack. It'd just be, like, in 4 seconds.
But they have,
They're like the same thing.
I know.
You guys have Long John Silver's? How's Long John Silver's?
It's all right.
Is it like
Never been.
the Kentucky Fried Chicken of fish?
Yeah. That's
Canada
pretty much it.
doesn't really
And
have.
I've never been to a Long John Silver's and felt like I was in a clean place. There is just no cleanliness involved with eating the greasiest fish that you've ever seen in your entire life. But it's okay.
There's no like Canadian analog. Like there's fried chicken restaurants, of course.
Yeah.
There's like burger places, but there's no like national chain of fish and chips restaurants here, or like fried seafood.
Is like Red Lobster is the closest thing.
Yeah, but that's like it's not classy, but it's
Yeah,
classier.
it's like a Kelsey's or some bullshit.
Yeah. Plus Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I don't like the
Cheddar Bay
biscuits.
biscuits are
I never.
delicious.
You don't like the fucking biscuits.
No, man.
Dude, look at this guy. This guy doesn't like the biscuits.
It's just salt and cheese and dough. It's great. And garlic.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I'll give you some.
I approve. J. Smith
dough.
seal of approval on the
Nobody
biscuits.
doesn't like the biscuits.
I don't like the biscuits.
Oh, it sounds like he means business.
He is not joking around.
All right, so you guys, should we talk about some video games today?
No, we have to talk about admin notes.
Yeah, do we have administrative notes?
Melinda came by my place yesterday and gave me, we were doing up the inventory for my move. She's gonna give me a quote by the end of the week.
Oh, you were being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, Melinda, I don't know. Melinda, some lady just comes around and gives you a reach around every once in a while, or
Well,
what?
no, she was like
Yeah.
full on. My junk was in her face. No reach around involved.
Is that good?
Was it good? Like what? Okay,
No, she's a smoker, so it wasn't that good. Well, it was
Sorry,
okay
Melinda.
because she was missing some teeth, but you gotta watch out for teeth. That's the hazard.
What are you
Hazards of
talking
love,
about?
man.
Hazards of love. No, but for real, that's cool. I mean, I'll be moving. It kind of sucks that. I mean, for those that don't know, basically, I am coming back December 21st for like my holiday vacation-y crap. And originally, I was gonna come back here, but then they're like, "No, just don't come back." And I was like, "Yes." But the problem is, like, one, it's the holidays. Who wants to move during the holidays, right? So basically, all my stuff is gonna sit in storage. And then two, since I'll be on holidays, can't look for a place for January 1st. No place is gonna
Right.
want to show apartments for January 1st. So I'll probably end up living in a freaking hotel for most of January. And, cross your fingers, boys. February 1st. That's...
Valentine's Day.
yeah.
I don't think that's right.
What's right?
Every day is Valentine's Day when you're single.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lots of pan loving.
Man loving. Love my... Get my
Man
hand a nice
and
card
hand loving.
and some flowers. Some chocolates.
All right, so Michael L. Fox is moving back to the realm of above 56K internet, which is pretty exciting for... I mean, we'll be able to do collaborations and stuff now because your internet will... Like, you won't have to hand-deliver it to us.
He FedExes his...
Yeah, like, all the packets just show up, like, the next day for us. And we're like, oh, this is what he wanted to do in that game.
I'm going to FedEx you a boot. Stick up your ass.
What size?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like 18.
That's pretty
That's
big.
a large boot.
That's a big boot.
I got a big hole to fill.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. You know, a lot of my time is getting all this bullshit sorted out because I don't want to be last minute stuff. Everything's going to be nice and organized and packed. And then I got to figure out in the situation where I am in a hotel for a month, you know, I want to get my 360.
Record.
Yeah, I want to get my 360 and PC from the storage so that I can actually, you know, do some stuff. Cause
That's like the saddest thing I've ever imagined is you with like your recording setup in a hotel room. Oh man.
His neighbor's like pounding on his
all day.
walls. Shut the hell up.
probably.
What do you mean the Pomeranian sniffing your butt? What's going on in there?
You gotta mount it, sniff it. Oh yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah, you guys got anything to add?
I got
Yes.
no admin notes, except that I've started really caring about my thumbnails again, and it's made for some funny ones.
Yeah. Real
I've
fun.
seen them. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
You got the Northern
Wait, do
Line
you
face on.
actually do them, or does your lady?
I do them. She advises me sometimes, though, because I don't have a good eye for art. But I am pretty good in Photoshop at using the magic wand and adjusting the tolerance as necessary to like pick up areas that need to be deleted.
I'm proud of you.
I'm-
Not to mention the clone stamp tool, man.
Dude, that's
Clone stamp
that's
is very
one of the vital
useful.
tools in any Photoshop Pro's arsenal.
Mm-hmm. The end.
The end.
Yeah,
Good story.
it's,
I have maybe I don't really know if this quantifies, but you guys know how you yell at me for having super large video or
Yeah.
audio.
Every time.
Yes. So I checked my Audacity, and it was basically version like 1.2.
Ah.
And
Here we go.
I saw that there is now Audacity version 2.2.
Oh my
something
god.
like that. So I'm using the new Audacity. I have no idea if that's going to change anything, but we'll give that a shot.
You literally downloaded like an 8-year-old version of Audacity,
Well, you know, you got to do what you got to do
I guess.
to download freeware.
Yeah, it's not like you saved any money. It's a free product, but
Yes.
hey, that's good news, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
like,
So maybe it will work. Maybe it probably
you
won't.
could have
but
just like tested it beforehand.
I could have, but then I really just thought of it before I came on the podcast. I did a Scribble Nuts episode right before here, and after that, I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta do a podcast next." Podcast, they yell at me. They yell at me because Audacity files. So I was Googling, and I was like, "What the hell version am I on?" So I checked the version 1 point garbage. So I upgraded to 2 point hotness.
Nice.
So we'll see what's going on there.
Man, I don't know if you guys were Let's Playing around this time in Audacity's timeline, but before Audacity like beta Unicode came out, which is like fall 2010, everyone was using this old unstable version of Audacity that maybe like 1 out of 6 times would just crash when you tried to save your recordings and lose them completely. So you'd like record for like 45 minutes and just cross your fingers. Oh, this Audacity crashed. Guess that was just a waste of my time. It's totally stable now. Like I haven't had Audacity crash in probably like 6 months.
Mine does weird things every once in a while, but that's only when I'm doing inebriated recordings. I think I do.
What a strange coincidence.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think the computer just knows. But I do, what the hell, like noise removal?
Yeah.
And so I think what I actually do is noise removal the actual recording and like get my removal thing from there.
Yeah.
And so it removes, or it tries to remove, all of my audio.
Oh my god.
As opposed to just trying to get, a blank kind of slate.
This guy.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened to the one podcast. Maybe it was a podcast that did that. Maybe it was a Mike.
No, it was a Portal episode.
Yeah.
It was like
that was
super shitty and quiet.
That's my fault.
Yep.
So, Josh, what have you been playing this week? These past 2 weeks, I guess.
These past 2 weeks, this guy, and I'm pointing 2 thumbs to myself right now.
Then you got 4 fingers pointed up in the sky.
Yeah.
On each hand.
You gotta get the guns, man. Okay, anyways. I got my Xbox 360 back, man.
Oh,
back
amazing.
in business. Finally back to being a peasant console gamer, and I'm excited about it.
Scumbag.
I love it.
What have you been playing on this fabled Xbox 360?
Blops 2?
Yeah, boy.
It's so good. It's so, not good that it's good.
It's not bad, man.
I love being mad at this game because when I play this game, I'm always with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my friends list is, full of people that are just playing this game nonstop.
Pretty much.
So every time that we get on, we get in a party, and then we yell at each other, then we yell at the other team, and we make bad jokes. And it's kind of like this podcast, but
you shouldn't have rage quit the other day.
I totally rage quit the other day.
Ryan jumped on, and him and I were playing. We cleaned up.
I was livid. People kept stealing my care packages on my team.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And then, you tweeted that it was the worst feeling of all time.
Okay,
Yes,
that's one
it
thing.
is. It absolutely is.
It's like if you
It's
die
worse.
and you're so far away or whatever. But
Oh my God.
this guy saw me throw the grenade, and I kind of took some cover. I was on the hijacked, the boat, and I just took some cover because it was pretty hot and heavy in there. And I was like, all right, coast is clear. And I go to get the crate, and motherfucker's standing right there still, and he's taking it. And then I was like, ah! And basically he just started shooting at me afterwards to declare his alpha male dominance. He's like, fuck you, man. That was your shit, and I took it, and I knew it, and you got to live with it. And I was just like, dude, this is a team game. You can't be like that.
It's out of control, and I can't stand for it. It's the worst.
So,
but
I'll continue.
It's apparently they're gonna put a patch in that's gonna give you a delay to the time that your teammates can start stealing that shit.
That's good.
So I'm raising my hand.
The problem with you guys is that you're good enough to get the care package, whereas. I'm bad enough at the game that when I get 2 UAVs a night, and I'm like, nice score.
They're useful, man. Don't underestimate.
I like the UAV, yeah.
Dude, you got to roll with UAV. You got to get your care package, and then you get the microwave.
I got the
the Sentinel
Guardian.
or whatever, Guardian.
Yeah,
it's called the Guardian, but in my eyes, it's the microwave. It's amazing.
I switched from that to the R2D2 because that little bugger. He's a trooper, man. He goes around.
The R2D2 is fantastic.
Yeah. Is that the
I don't
race
think
car?
I ever get the kill streaks for that.
No, it's just like this little drone that.
Oh, Wally.
Yeah, the Wally or whatever. And you can control them too, or you can let them go on autopilot. So it's pretty nifty. I like that.
I'm
He's
rolling
a nice little guy to have in your arsenal. That's for sure.
UAV, lightning strike, and I've never seen my third one.
You got to get something between the lightning strike and the UAV.
Because the lightning strike takes too long.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you see, because the beauty of the care package is it could be anything. I mean, the likelihood of it being a lower level score streak, but still,
Right.
I've gotten some pretty nasty good stuff that would take like a 20 kill streak to get. So,
And if you roll with engineer, you can switch your care
I've got
packages
that.
out.
Yeah.
And so you just double tap X, and then
Also-
voila, you get a new random generated care package.
the best
That's sweet.
The best way to get easy points is if you have a secondary weapon that I don't use a secondary weapon, but sometimes you put one of the heat-seeking rocket launcher dudes on there,
Yeah.
and then because it'll lock on to the enemy UAVs or counter UAVs or their carrier ships or gunships, any of that shit, and you get mad points for that. So
Yeah, so in Black Ops, I used to be garbage. My kill-death ratio for, my first 4 hours of multiplayer was probably, 0.5 or something. Just getting absolutely thrashed. But I've had some good games recently, and what's revolutionized my game is 2 things. One is getting that heat-seeking rocket launcher on my secondary so I can actually rack up some points and get some score streaks.
Yep.
And 2, I unlocked this like target finder scope.
Oh yeah.
Basically, it makes you ultimate scum because when you scope in, like if it sees any enemy, it outlines them in a big red triangle, and then it makes it way easier to aim. So my kill death ratio went from like 1 kill to 2 deaths to like 1.5 kills to 1 death.
It's not all about the KD, man.
Well, I mean, you know
win.
me when
It's
I
all
play
about
these team
WLs.
games. I'm
loss, man.
Yeah, exactly. I support the team as well, but now I'm not
it's
a
nice
burden. Basically,
it's nice to have a good kill death.
I mean, mostly I just play team deathmatch because I'm still like learning the basics of the mechanics of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I got the tomahawk, and I get way less kills with it than I do with grenades, but the kills are way more satisfying.
You should play Sticks and Stones. It's a fun game type. It's one of the party modes.
Yeah.
And so basically, you start with a crossbow. And I think you have 6 bolts, and then you also have your knife. It's a ballistic knife, so it's like a launcher knife.
Oh
and
yeah,
You have 6 of those as well. And so you get 10 points for every crossbow kill. You get 10 points for every shooting knife kill. You get 5 points for the melee kill. But you also have the hatchet or a tomahawk. And if you throw the tomahawk and it kills someone, their points go to 0.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's good.
It's fun. It's really intense if you get a good party going on.
It's fun.
So yeah, Black Ops 2 is pretty fun, man. I'm surprised we all ended up playing it. Mm-hmm. It's been some good multiplayer times. It's when people who like unendingly love Call of Duty, I find hilarious. People who unendingly hate Call of Duty, I find hilarious. It's a good game. It's solid. Like,
you're right. It's not doing anything to push boundaries. It's certainly nothing to claim that it's the best game ever. But it's not the worst game ever. It's not even a bad game. It's just a game that a lot of people either love or a lot of people hate.
Yeah, exactly.
Me, I just enjoy playing it.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
it's fun.
It's good incremental balancing too. I like how they changed it from kill streak to score streak. That's my favorite thing.
Right.
It's not a lot of people don't give us so much shits about kill streaks and whatnot. They actually, depending on the game, if it's more objective based, they just want to capture the flag or take domination, and you should be rewarded for putting your life on the line, I think.
Right.
Getting
I tweeted about this yesterday morning. I was just on the Black Ops 2 subreddit, and there is these people that were complaining about how matchmaking works now. And so people are getting matched up with people of similar skill sets.
Oh, dear Lord.
They didn't like that because they were used to random, like a more randomized kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so everyone who was like semi-good was able to just wipe the floor with all the scrub players.
Yeah.
And so all these people were like, I was so used to just going into games and doing well and against like all the terrible people, but now I'm getting matched up with people in my same skill level, and I'm mad and I'm angry. I'm just wait, seriously? This is a thing that we complain about now?
Well, like, I'm garbage at the game, and most of the time now, at least, I'm matched up with people who I can at least compete with. So
Right.
I'd say the matchmaking works anecdotally, and those people can S on my Ds.
Exactly. And, you shouldn't have to play constantly against bad people. I could see the fun in that, but I could also see where that's pretty shitty, especially for that poor person who's going 6-24 because he doesn't understand how to play the game.
It's a shame.
Ridiculous people.
Cool. What else have you been playing this week?
On Xbox 360, Spelunky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Finally joining you guys in that. It's fun. It's a lot different from the PC version I found.
That's something that commenters fail to realize, I
Oh
think.
my god.
Really?
Yes. Like,
does everyone think it's like the same as the PC?
pretty much they think it's just a graphical update with a couple.
Why do you throw the pots so far, Northern? You should just
You
stand next to them when you...
Yeah, people, because in the PC version you whip a pot and it kills anything that's inside it, right?
No.
What?
No.
Well, somebody told
That's
me
what
that
people have been
in
saying.
the PC version anyways. They're like, why do you throw the pot or whatever? Because at least in the Xbox version, if you whip it, that doesn't kill the snake or spider or cobra.
I'm fairly sure I just played the PC version like last week, and I throw pots all the time. And I throw them away from me because I don't want the enemy that is inevitably probably inside to come out and murder me. They just pop
apparently
out.
some people said in the PC version, if there's an enemy and you whip it, they die too.
I think the take-home message is that some of the commenters might not even understand how the PC version works.
Well, which is really silly. Or there are things like spike shoes, right? in the Xbox version, you can't jump on the man-eater.
Oh, yeah.
It'll just swallow you whole, whereas apparently in the PC version, you can stomp them. And people are like, why do you whip the man-eater or avoid it? Just stomp on it. You got the spike shoes, you silly. And then you die.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. So there are differences. Also, some people are saying, like, because there's a pistol in the PC version, right? And they took that out.
Yes.
And the one developer was like, hey, yeah, we took it out because all the items should be unique and serve a unique purpose. But it was basically like a dumbed-down shotgun, right? It didn't offer anything. Whereas like a boomerang has a unique ability of going and coming back or whatever.
Or getting stuck on a ledge and making it impossible for you to recapture it.
Pretty much. Or, the freeze ray is different as well. Pistol's just a dumbed-down shotgun, so I don't know. It's a good game.
I'm still pretty garbage at it. It's fun. It's interesting. The spiders handle a little bit differently in Xbox 360. They're not as like randomly jumping to attack your shit as they did in the PC.
Yeah, they have a rhythm.
They were, in this one they have more of like a synchronized rhythm, and they'll do their business, but you can kind of comprehend like where they're gonna jump next. PC, it was just a shit show every time. Just like, spiders killing me every time. Oh well.
I made another landmark.
I don't even want to talk to this guy anymore.
Let's say I've got 2 by the time people hear this, the episode will be up. So, but I've got 2 achievements left to get. One is the co-op one, which I think some people say is doable on your own if you just kind of.
Oh man!
But I might wait for a certain someone. But
we could probably do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we could do it easily. The other one is the no gold. I did the speed run.
I saw a couple attempts of that.
That's be pretty hard to get.
That's
no gold
fucking
there.
impossible, man.
I actually one episode that I kind of sort of recorded, but it got screwed up somehow. I can't even remember, but I made it to the 3rd level of hell without collecting any, or not hell,
Jesus.
sorry, the temple without collecting any gold. But then I was actually just killed because I had, because if you're not collecting any gold, then getting items and stuff is a lot more difficult. So I was actually just genuinely happy to have made it that far, but I don't know if, because I focus more on doing the speed run, so I don't know how it compares to the speed run, but speed run is.
So you got the one for beating the game in 8 minutes?
Yeah, I did it in like just over 7 minutes, I think.
This scumbag.
I'm sorry.
I remember in your first episode, you're just like, "There's no way in hell anyone's gonna do that."
No, well, I've seen a couple of people on YouTube do it as well in like 4 minutes or something. It's pretty crazy. But really, that comes down to basically.
Olmec?
Pardon? Yeah, beating Olmec.
I always assumed Olmec would be the hardest part of that by far.
Well, when I did it, I had a Matic. So that made it pretty easy. But there is the one technique of going back and forth really quickly that actually probably works quicker than the Matic. It's just the couple times that I've done that, I've like grabbed onto a ledge by accident or something like that, and and it screwed me over. So this takes a lot of practice. People say just start from the temple and practice against Olmec, but it's not difficult. It is difficult. I don't know. You just gotta have a good run, right? You gotta get some good stuff. No, whatever.
Tough game.
It is a tough game.
I've only got to the ice caves once, I think.
It becomes second nature pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, people keep sending posting comments. They're like, "I finally got this, and holy shit, this is hard. This is a lot harder than it looks. I gotta give you credit, Foxman." And I'm like, finally, like people just watch it.
I love your viewers' voices.
I
gotta give you credit. It's like they're a pack of little ewes.
That's how they sound, man. I know.
Munchkin foxes.
But people watch my vlog and they're like, "You don't look as bad as you sound." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." Like, you look a lot cooler than I thought. I was like, "Well, all right. I guess that's a compliment."
Don't look as bad as you sound. Jesus.
Good stuff. Anyway, sorry, I kind of hijacked that. What else you been working on over there, Smithy Boo?
That's it for Xbox 360, I think. At some point, I wanted to start getting back into NFL Blitz. I missed that.
I want to play that.
NFL Blitz.
It came out last year. At some point.
Like last winter.
Deck Jan.
Yeah. but super fun. I always like that game. I always like the NFL Blitz game.
Obviously, we'll be playing some of that at Deck Jam this year.
I just took,
Do we have an N64?
or we could get it for 360.
Yeah, this is the 360 version, man. It's the same shit, basically.
Okay, we're bringing a 360 to Deck
For
Jam?
sure.
Obviously.
Yeah, someone will.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. I'm in.
I'm in.
There's no late hits in the 360 version.
That is bullshit,
That
yeah.
is actually. Wait,
It does still have Hail Mary and to prevent defense, though. Cover 12.
Wait, who brought
Yeah,
Or
NFL
cover 2, I can't remember.
Blitz last year?
I don't
Because
know.
doesn't Jeff Osborne still have his? Didn't he bring the N64?
I don't even
You
want to
brought
talk
the
about that
N64,
guy.
but I brought the Blitz.
You brought Blitz?
Yeah, but you don't
I'm not
have Blitz
sure.
anymore, right?
I had it somewhere at some point, I would imagine, or I can look
I mean,
for it.
how would you
Whatever.
not have it? I mean, what? You would never get rid of that.
I've moved like 4 times since the last year. I don't know where it's at. I don't know what house it's in. I don't know what box it's in, or what
What
state
a
it's in, for
scumbag.
that matter.
Whatever.
It's been a wild
What-
year for me.
Is that all you've been playing this week? What have you been playing on PC? Scribble
PC.
Knots Unlimited.
Scribblenauts Unlimited. I love it.
It's a game.
Super fun. Yeah, I'm slow at it because every time I do a let's play of something, I have to like take that game slow because I have to do recordings. And
Yeah.
when I do recordings, I want to wait until I get like audience feedback so I continue to like do the next level after that.
Mm.
So I've recorded the accomplishment of I just got to like the second stage.
Oh, wow.
After the city, like the small town.
Yeah, like the
There's a
suburbs area thing.
Right. Some people
Forest
need to get
level.
their baseball bat.
I don't quite remember it, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's fun. I created my first character, or my first
Object?
object.
Yeah, what is it?
Northern Lion.
Yeah, what does he do?
I'm a dragon. So, it's interesting. It's fun, and I can't wait to show that off on camera. Is there a way to change the audio voices,
What do you mean?
like the sound clips?
What do you mean?
Okay, so when you create an object,
And it goes like,
you can hear it's the sound that it makes.
yeah.
Can you edit that to change the sound?
I don't know.
So, for instance, if I wanted to cut Michael A. L. Fox saying "I'm a dragon,"
Yeah.
and make that
Just
like you
hypothetically.
say, hypothetically, and upload that to a certain object, could I do that? That's what I want to find out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe. You know what's
Fun
bullshit
game.
about Scribble Knots
I have a
Unlimited?
problem with just not being able to think of all the cool shit that I should be doing.
That's the eternal problem with Scribble Knots, is that someone presents you with a problem and they're like, I'm hungry, what should I do? And you're like, well, my like logical brain is like, just give them some food. But
Right.
then you gotta kind of like, the challenge is on yourself to be more creative than that, to be funnier.
Yes,
And kind of push the limits of the
exactly.
game. Like, I find myself oftentimes falling in the trap of like, person has problem X with solution Y, and I just do like, adjective plus solution Y.
Right.
Basically, like, this person's hungry, how about some huge smelly food? And then just give it to them.
I should play this someday.
It's fun, man.
Why?
The school, the lady's like, I want to feed my children. I'm like, rotten meat.
I will say there was one part where you're like in a restaurant and you have to feed like these 3 people that come in. So a vampire comes in first and he's like, I need
I heard
some.
about this in my comments.
All right. Well, he's like, for the people who haven't been watching, he's like, I need some food for me, some food a vampire would like. And I like tried to make blood, but it wouldn't let me. So I forget what I fed him. Like,
I remember.
what was it?
Wasn't it dead babies?
No, man, that was the next part. You just shot my punchline. But anyway, I fed the vampire because blood was apparently too much for an E-rated game. But then a cannibal came in and it was like, give him something a cannibal would like. And I made delicious baby and it just ate it. So, okay.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's fun. The bullshit thing about Scribble Knots Unlimited is that for some reason it's not coming out in Europe until 2013.
Right,
So-
and Australia has a late release as well.
Yeah, so all my comments are like, game looks pretty good, don't really understand why I can't buy it yet, but cool beans,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
I was really surprised that you're the only one on my Steam account that owns the game.
I figured it would be so popular.
Same here. I was, like, drooling with excitement for this game when I found out. I mean, granted, it was a week before the game came out that I found that it was coming to PC.
But
That was-
similarly, if you go on the Wii U, it has like a visual display of what games are like most popular at any given moment. And despite the Wii U having a pretty mediocre launch with respect to like good density of launch titles, Scribblenauts is like one of the least played games on the console right now.
What?
I don't know, man.
Doesn't the Wii version have like Link and a bunch of or Nintendo stuff too?
Yeah.
Wow. Why? That hurts.
I know, it's crazy.
My soul. Yeah. That's super strange. And a game that, kind of just shouts like creativity off the top of a mountain, and like that's what it wants the players to do. I would think that it'd be, more popular.
It's a fun game.
Fun game, super fun game. And other than that, pretty much just don't starve. A new update comes out every 2 weeks. And so this is really nice. It kind of takes me back to how Minecraft was with their weekly updates.
Oh, yeah.
Every, way back. So I enjoy how the Clay, however the hell you want to pronounce
Clay
it.
Aiken?
No, the developer.
Clay Aiken.
Entertainment. Clay Aiken is the developer. Wait, what? I wish I was invisible. Wait,
If I was invisible.
That's it. Wait.
I'd hide in a closet and jerk off into her panties.
Sounds like my weekend. Every weekend.
It's kind of
at Michael Fox's mother's house.
Hey.
Ha! Gotcha.
Dorothy Fox is a saint.
She is.
Take her to...
But Don't Starve has been real fun, and I'm glad to do that entire series. So expect more things. The latest update that came out, and I haven't uploaded, but there's these new beasts called hounds, and they attack you at night, which is usually the time that I feel most safe because I don't have to like run around or do anything because I just hang out by my campfire. But now every once in a while, these damn dogs from hell will just like run into my light and try to maul me to death.
I think that's good though, because I played a little Don't Starve this week. And I've had the same thing. Like, I felt safe at night when I had the fire, but at the same time, I was also just like, well,
what to do?
Yeah, this is boring.
No, it does present that new kind of obstacle, and I enjoy that the developer is really kind of pushing to make the game harder and make it more dynamic, and add these little events that will keep you on your toes, so you don't kind of feel as safe as you do. So good stuff.
Yeah.
Check it out. Michael, and I think that's it for me. So Michael A.L. Fox.
Okay.
What have you been playing these past couple weeks?
Like mentioned, a lot of time into Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Mm-hmm. You just prestiged recently.
I prestiged worldwide, yes. I did. And actually last night I decided to try that league thing or whatever.
Yeah.
You could, like, do 5 qualifying matches or something.
Right.
So,
who were you with?
Pardon?
Who did you party with? Or were you just by yourself?
By myself.
Wow. What a nerd.
I'm sorry, man. You could have texted me. I would have jumped on for you.
Jump on my dick.
I would.
Oh, anyway, I got silver, which is bullshit because you have to play 5 matches. And one of the matches, we got in for like 2 seconds, and then there was a connection interrupted, and then it counted that as one match played. So I don't know if that badly affected me. And then a couple matches were hardpoint. I friggin' hate hardpoint, like with a passion. It's because it's, for those that don't know, hardpoint is like King of the Hill, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that explanation.
Is that sarcasm?
No, I legitimately didn't know what hardpoint was.
Oh no, okay, yeah, it's essentially King of the Hill. It moves around, and it's I just have never liked hardpoint or King of the Hill type games in any first person shooters in Halo, whatever. I don't know. So that was a bummer because I don't do well in the game types I don't like because I'm not motivated. I'm grumpy. Anyways, I got a silver or whatever, so I don't know what that means.
Why didn't you get gold?
I just explained why.
Why didn't you get platinum?
Is there platinum?
There is now.
Anyways, I did that. And new game that I've been wanting to play for... Well, it's not a new game, but a game new to me that I've been wanting to play is Journey.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't beat it yet. I probably played for like an hour and a half or something when I first played it. really cool so far. Like, it's interesting. It's one of those kind of definitely arty and very atmospheric. Like, this isn't the kind of game you just, like, put in front of a person to convince them that gaming is fun and awesome. It's like, it's good though. I don't know, but I don't know how far I am, how long it takes to beat, but I don't know. It's like so cool. It's so empty, but it's so full. You're in a freaking desert.
Like your heart.
Well, it's cool because you just start out, and it's like, hey, you're there, and you just start walking, and you're like, where the heck am I going? What am I doing? You just keep walking, and then it slowly kind of introduces you to these different things, and you never really know what you're doing, but you still figure it out anyways without having to, like, run around. So that's kind of appreciated. It's just like, it's like an episode of Seinfeld or something. This is a game about nothing.
Journey, like an episode of Seinfeld.
These journeys are making me thirsty.
No, I don't want to speak too much about it until I actually beat it. But it's pretty serene, tranquil so far. It's nice, beautiful game, visually stunning.
What happens if you plant a tree?
It doesn't grow because it's the desert and it doesn't get water.
What happens if
That's
you plant
realism,
cactus?
right there.
Right, exactly. Are we done?
That's it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, every other game I've played, I've talked about a billion times already. But what was the?
It's 2012. Did you finally beat Mafia?
No, I better finish that by the end of the year. I'm gonna be pissed off. Oh man, the problem is the other day I did the old, like, I downloaded it on my actual PC, right? Because when I started that LP, it was on before I had the PC, so I'm playing it on my iMac, and I put all the settings and shit on Mac, so it's not perfectly smooth. I wanted to do that cloud save feature and just, like, download the save and then pick up where I left off, because I didn't want to play through, but it doesn't have it. I found out. So I gotta finish it on
You could just transfer the save manually, probably.
It's possible, but I'm pretty much right at the end anyway, so I just gotta buckle down and do it. Oh man, Mafia, so good. Yeah, I want to finish that. Good game. Playing a little more Dishonored.
Oh yeah, that was on sale big time in the Steam sale this week.
Was it? What?
I didn't get it.
$30.
Oh, that's a good deal. It's a really good deal, I think.
And that game got new DLC announced for it too.
It did. I was just
gonna be my. Oh wait, no, that
reading about that somewhere on here. I may get that. I may check it out. I still need to beat it.
You still need to beat it, yeah. That's my feelings on Borderlands 2. I still haven't beat that, and so
same.
But I'm excited because, like, there's no big new releases from like December 4th till January. So
right.
I'm gonna take that period. I'm gonna beat all those games I wanted to beat, but didn't really get a chance to.
I definitely hear that, and I got a fairly decent backlog of games myself that I want to go back and accomplish. So. It kind of sucks that we have to look forward to the lulls in the good games coming out, but
it is a substantial
good for us to coming out.
lull, by the way. I hope you guys have enjoyed summer, fall, and winter 2012, because winter 2013 and spring looks a little scant thus far anyway.
Everything is there. Everyone, I think, isn't everyone just getting ready? They're like holding off until new consoles are released. So there's like the life cycle at the end of the generation.
Basically, I mean, there's some anticipated stuff like the new Metro game, BioShock Infinite is like the big one,
right?
What else is there?
If you
Aliens,
say Splinter Cell, I'll break your neck.
Oh yeah, there's the new Splinter Cell. Aliens, Colonial Marines, which it looks mixed so far. New Tomb Raider, the XCOM first-person shooter, which nobody really knows what to think of yet.
I don't know what to think of that. What is that?
Obsidian's South Park RPG, assuming THQ survives long enough to release that.
I want that to be in my console.
Yeah. Console casual scum.
Dude, I'm so happy. Well, it's like fucking... I use the Xbox 360 controller on the majority of the games I play for PC.
Yeah,
anyways.
Absolutely.
So it's just like the same damn
It's
thing.
just not as good graphics.
Yeah, basically.
It is not as good at graphics. That is true.
So is that all you played this week, Mike?
That's all I've played. Although I supported some new games coming out someday.
Wow, big man.
Yeah, Amnesia Fortnite, which is Double Fine's basically their own personal Kickstarter of sorts, in cahoots with the whole indie bundle, humble indie bundle. It was pretty cool looking games. Like basically, you do the old donate whatever you want, and you get the Brazen prototype, Happy Song, Costume Quest, and some other junk. And then when you donate money, at least at $1, you get to vote for. There was like a list of probably a dozen games or something like that, maybe more, that are in the prototyping stage at Double Fine. And so you can vote for as many as you want or as few as you want, and if they reach their goal, then they're going to move them forward. So pretty excited for some of the games. You got like Autonomous, which is this really cool junkyard sort of thing. You guys remember Junkyard Wars, right? So you can like build your own, they call them automatons, and from primitive stuff, and they explore hazardous environments. Thought that sounded pretty cool, pretty creative, could make for some fun gameplay. Then there's Space Base DF9, which is really cool because basically they call it like a Sims in space. And you got like a space station with all these different
Spims.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, all these different compartments and personalities and stuff, but they're in a space station, so that's kind of cool. I like space.
Why is it called Amnesia Fortnite? Is Amnesia a machine for pigs or something in this somewhere?
Well, I actually don't know why they call. Oh wait, what did they say? Amnesia Fortnite is the name of Double Fine's annual prototyping period. They take 2 weeks off from whatever they're working on, split the company into small teams, and each team gets 2 weeks to make a game. They do this to test out new ideas and test out new project leaders who feel ready to have a project of their own. So that's kind of cool. I like that. It really promotes creativity within the company and allows pretty much anybody to shine with a good idea.
I like that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the new Amnesia game, though?
No.
Okay.
No, that's just what they're calling it. So that's
Okay.
that. And then the two other games I voted for, Black Lake, which is like you track animals and stuff, but it's got this really funky.
What happens if you plant a tree?
Fuck you.
Oh, this is so predictable.
Well, a lot of other people voted for it, so.
It's number 5.
But apparently, you kind of like, I forget exactly what was in the video, but you can harvest their souls or some weird mumbo jumbo, and it looks.
You can harvest.
It looks.
Harvest your crops.
It looks really cool. It's got this cool style. The last
I'll be
one
the judge of that.
Is by Andy Wood, and it's called The White Birch. I know.
You're kidding me.
It's this ambient platform game in the style of Ico or Journey, in which a young girl climbs a tower to escape a dark, hazardous forest.
Damn birch
I
trees,
pretty
man.
much voted for it based on that and the fact that the dude had a wicked-ass beard.
All right. I'll vote for Beards.
So
Beards 2016.
Those 4 I mentioned are actually they passed. They picked those, and then the 5th one, or the first one, actually the most popular, is Hack and Slash, which is a young elf uses her hacking skills to cheat her way through a classic action adventure. It sounds pretty basic, but apparently people think it's going to be awesome. So it's cool. It's cool. I'm excited. Are you guys
I'm so excited.
Ba, ba, da, ba.
Yep.
I'm excited that you're excited.
I'm not.
What?
Northern Line isn't,
No,
though.
it's
I'm not.
scumbag.
He hates you.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he does.
I don't hate him, but
He
So-
That's
what I heard.
Me.
are you done with your list of games that you haven't played but might play in the future?
I'm gonna play them. I got to. I paid $15 for 4 games.
Whoa.
Wait, actually, I think that was the right.
No, here we
default.
go.
I think I have to buy the games when they actually come out.
Oh.
But I got Brazen, so maybe I'll play Brazen. What's
Brazers.
Brazen?
Brazzers.
It's a 4-player co-op online action game currently in prototype. You guys should. Well, let's all play it. Players form groups to battle epic creatures in a world that draws inspiration from classic Hollywood fantasy films like Sinbad, Jason and the Argonauts, and the original Clash of the Titans. Choose from 3 character classes: the stout defensive stalwart, the agile and versatile Waracle, and the drunkenly unhinged berserker.
3 berserkers.
All right. Sounds like a drink.
Sounds like a drink you'd order.
I would order it, and I would probably enjoy it. And you would be like, nah, man. And then 10 years later when you have it, you'd be like, oh, shit, this is amazing.
With a side of your wine coolers as well?
Yeah.
Those are Stan's wine coolers. He introduced me to them, and I haven't looked back yet.
Yeah.
It's so good, man. It tastes like you're on a beach. All right,
it tastes like I am a beach.
Go, Ryan. Tell us the shitty games you've played.
Shitty. I've been playing a lot this week.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're not shitty.
So I'm gonna split it up into things that I don't want to talk too much about and things that I do want to talk a little bit about.
Wonderful.
Things that just a little bit, and then some things that he doesn't want to talk.
Shut up.
About. So too much and just a little. All right.
I mean, on 360, I've been playing Need for Speed Most Wanted. It's out. You can get cars and race them. On PC, played Super Hexagon. You guys check that out yet?
I have not. I want to.
But
pretty
it's
crazy,
like $2, right?
Huh?
What? I saw you put your face on a hexagon.
I'll put your face in a coffin.
I'll put your pussy in a sarcophagus.
VVVVV.
Yeah, Terry Cavanaugh made it. It's $2 on Steam. It's pretty crazy, like racing puzzle game, sort of. It's a little hard to describe. You kind of once you watch it though. If you watch it for 2 seconds, you'll understand it.
Oh, I see how it is. Fish for views, eh? Hey, nice guy.
It's like the falling games, except it's in like a hexagon.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Whatever those falling games are. Anyway.
Well, you have like your little ball and you're falling in like, you're on
like
a
Labyrinth.
platform and you got to fall to like the next level,
yeah.
But the screen's like constantly moving up. You gotta keep going down.
Did I talk about Hitman Absolution on the podcast? I can't remember.
You mentioned how you run and gun and you suck.
No, you mentioned that you had a preview build.
Oh, yeah.
But you're like, hush, hint, about it.
Well,
wait, maybe he just talked about it to us in general. No, I thought you mentioned it on the podcast.
He did. That's what he said. He said he hinted at it. He's like, there might be some Hitman Absolution stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. In that time, I received Hitman Absolution. I beat Hitman Absolution, made a video of Hitman Absolution, and the game came out in that order. People seem to be very divided on their opinion of Hitman Absolution, and I think it's divided along the lines of, like, if you really enjoyed Blood Money, you'd kind of feel a little bit wishy-washy about Absolution. If you didn't play Blood Money, you think it's pretty good. So I'm of the opinion that Hitman Absolution is pretty good. I had a lot of fun with that. Campaign was like 12 to 15 hours long, so pretty long for an action game like that, and I definitely think it's worthwhile, although there is certainly a vocal crowd of dissenters who might even be in the majority that feel that I would be crazy for saying something like that.
Wow.
Overall, the game's pretty good, though. I think it's definitely one of those games where you might not want to pick it up at $60, although I think it's easily worth that, but it's much more attractive maybe in a Steam sale at like $30 or something like that. What else have I been playing? I've been playing a little bit of Black Ops with you guys, which is a nice little like casual way to unwind, after the hard day in the mines.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 3, actually.
Must be nice.
Yeah, you play that a lot.
That game's really good.
Yep.
Have you played the second one?
I didn't.
Do you play any games like in the middle?
No.
Okay.
There was like a period in my life from like 2005 to 2009 where I basically played like no AAA games except Rock Band.
It's a good game.
So there's like a big gap whenever I'm getting these like games to review, and I'm like, oh, I have no history with this franchise at all, which can be a problem sometimes. But Far Cry 3 is really good. It's basically like it's an open world game that takes place on an island, as I'm sure you guys know. But the main strength of the game is there's just like so much shit to do, and the shit is all really, really engaging and like interesting. So it's got like a Red Dead Redemption kind of style, like hunting and crafting mechanic where you gotta hunt certain animals to craft certain materials that help you out. Like when you first start the game, you only have one weapon slot, In order to get a second weapon slot, you have to like kill 2 tapers and then craft the taper hides into a weapon holster. Same thing for like syringes, which give you health and like enhance your senses and things like that. You got to kill other animals.
You gotta kill an animal to create a syringe?
No, you harvest plants to create syringes, but to hold.
Let me make a coconut a syringe.
Not a coconut, you ding dong, like herbs and stuff.
Oh, you make an herb a syringe.
No, you have the syringe. You just got to fill it.
Well, how do you get the syringe?
You find them.
You find
from like old methamphetamine
like
users
heroin
on the
alley?
alley. This guy. Anyway, it's fun. The animals are like the biggest problem in the game. Like problem in terms of what kills me the most, because I'll be like walking around and like sneaking up to try to kill this guy, and then I'll just hear like woof 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 woof, and then like 10 dogs will just jump on me and tear me apart.
It's like the panther syndrome from Red Dead Redemption.
Those were cougars.
Mountain lions. Yeah, that's what I said.
Panther.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, there's panthers in this game.
Do they kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, often.
Do they take down your horse?
You don't have a horse, but you can ride like an ATV, a car, truck, van, jet ski, boat, hang glider, zip line.
You threw van in there.
There's vans in the game.
Vans are useful.
And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Basically, like I've spent like 7 hours in the game so far, and I've spent almost no time doing the story. Like maybe 2 hours on the story missions. Rest of the time, I just like there's all sorts of like side quests you can do. So I'll like do a side quest which might involve like climbing up this radio tower, and then you go climb up the radio tower, kill all the dudes, turn the radio tower into your possession, and then like take a zip line down, take a hang. It's just fun. It's really fun.
Cool. So kind of like pick up, play, don't have to worry about the story. That's good.
You could worry about the story if you want. It's a little, I don't know. It seems all right. It's a little out there.
It seemed
though.
all right.
I'm playing the 360 version right now, and the game, to be quite honest with you, it doesn't look that great on the 360. It has serious frame rate issues that come up fairly frequently. I really wish that I'd asked for a PC review copy, but in spite of that, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's definitely going to be seen as one of the best games this year for sure.
Wow, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Ubisoft.
Yeah, good for Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, am I right?
It's more like Ubisoft, though, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. The other big news, beyond Hitman and Far Cry, is that I got a Wii U earlier this week.
It's about time.
It is about time, actually. Guess that's why they call it Pearl Later. Anyway, sorry, Pearl Later, Kath. I didn't mean to make that joke a second time. No need to tweet me. So yeah, I got a Wii U. We picked up. Well, it came with Nintendo Land because we got the deluxe version. But we picked up New Super Mario Bros. U, Zombie U, and Wipeout 3. Nintendo Land, there's a video up on that already. That's a lot of fun from a multiplayer perspective. It reminds me a lot of like Wii Sports in that if you got like friends around to play it with you, then the minigame collections are a lot of fun. And it's just fun to wander around in the park because it gives you like little side quests. It'll be like, hey, find this me. He just bought Nintendo Land today, and you can like welcome him. So you find him, and it gives you rewards. So there is incentive to just walk around in the park, and the mini games range from mindless diversions to actually fairly engaging games. New Super Mario Bros. U is totally fine. It's a classic Mario game. It's actually pretty difficult. And Zombie U is okay. It's much better than we thought it was when we played it at PAX. But I'm not really loving it so far. The gameplay is pretty bad, but the aesthetic is okay. And the atmosphere is decidedly tense. It works, but Wipeout 3 is just god-awful. Anyway.
Which one's the Wipeout franchise?
That's the one with the obstacle course TV show?
Oh.
Yeah, not the futuristic water racing game.
Yeah, it's like the ABC
Okay, that's what I was
version
thinking
of
of.
MXC.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it's awful. That's the whole reason I
How'd you
bought
get
it, but...
Is that you got because it was awful?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it specifically because it was going to be bad. That and we went to Best Buy on the Thursday after the Wii U launch, and they had Sing Party, Just Dance 4, Wipeout 3, Ninja Gaiden 3. I'm like, well, these are all bad. I don't really have much of a choice. I might as well get what's probably going to be the most fun, worst one.
There you go. So what is it? Just like a bunch of little terrible mini games?
It's just an obstacle course. Literally, it's over-the-shoulder third-person obstacle course, and you just hit up. You can't even move side to side, really. And then there's a jump button and a slide button and a duck button.
That sounds pretty awful.
You know that game Infusion Frenzy where you're climbing the corkscrew.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
favorite one.
yeah.
Twisted System or whatever.
Yeah,
Twisted Sister.
Yeah, it's basically exactly that.
I love that.
It's $50
Wow, it's worth every penny.
and
You
worse.
guys remember Dub's voice? I'm so good it hurts. It's ridiculous.
No.
It's a good game. Xbox.
Not really.
I liked it.
What else?
Weirdly
It's a
enough,
party
like
game.
from spending all this time with the Wii U, the game I'm most excited for is not like a new Zelda or anything. It's new Mario Party.
I am
Yeah.
excited for that because, yeah.
The asymmetrical gameplay stuff is actually like when it's well done, it's well done. It hasn't really been that gimmicky. Like there's a lot of asymmetrical games in Nintendo Land that really work quite well. And as a piece of hardware, despite the fact that it's crashed for me like twice a day, I generally think the Wii U is like a pretty good piece of hardware. I like the interface. The gamepad's nice. I was taking a poop earlier today and I used it to browse YouTube on a nice big
Well,
screen.
I guess I know what I'm not touching ever. Scumbag. It's gross.
Anyway, that's the Wii U. I wish it didn't crash so much, but other than that, it's cool. The main negative thing, man, is there's nothing coming out on this console now. Like, there were something like 18 games at launch, of which like
Launch window.
4 were okay. Beyond that, things are looking pretty dire. Like, I don't even know if Far Cry 3 is coming out for this console, but like, for December, there's like Family Party, 30 fun obstacle course games, and then Rapella's Bass Fishing 2013.
You should get that.
And
You should get that.
Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2013.
And that.
You should definitely get that.
And the only game I want to play that comes out in December for Wii U is Tokitori 2. But everything else is like launch window, into script time in 2013, or TBA. So I really worry about this console's like near future. Inevitably, some of those launch window games are going to come out, and maybe like when Bayonetta 2 comes out or something, or Monster Hunter gets ported to North America, people will feel a little bit better about it, myself included. But right now, there's like no like end in sight of this kind of like gap in good content for this console. Because like right now, there's Nintendo Land. That's not going to have a whole lot of staying power. New Super Mario Bros. U is fine. Zombie U ranges in opinion from like great to adequate. But everything else is pretty forgettable, I think. Including the eShop. The eShop is basically garbage right now.
That's kind of bad.
So consider my Wii U impressions like middling so far. I think it's almost the opposite of how I intended my impressions to be, or thought my impressions would be, where I think the software is pretty much not where it needs to be right now and doesn't look like it's going to be there in the near future. But the hardware, I think, holds a lot of potential. I'm loving the controller and the built-in screen more and more the more I use it, but you know, it remains to be seen if it's going to be less gimmicky than the Wii and actually contain like some meaningful gameplay. We'll see.
You still can't play with 2 of those controllers together, though, right?
I don't know. Like, you can't even buy a second gamepad right now. Like, they don't exist. But
Right.
you can play with a Wii U remote or Wii remote, or there is a Wii U Pro controller you can use as well.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else? Or
I think that's it. I mean, I played a little Don't Starve, which is cool. I played some... I mean, I'm just, like, looking back through my Let's Look Ats here.
right?
I don't know. It's been a long 2 weeks. Like, I uploaded a lot of videos.
Mm-hmm.
I played Jotto Bots, but I think I talked about that earlier.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
I finished XCOM.
Really? How was it?
It's good, man. It's a good game.
I haven't played XCOM, and I haven't played Dark Souls since last time.
This guy.
Yeah.
Casual scum. Game throws a challenge at him. What does he do? He just buys Call of Duty. Scumbag. PC gaming
It's
gets
so
too
true.
hard for him. Better buy an Xbox 360.
I'm gonna play Dark Souls again soon.
You almost said beat, but then you thought about it again, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I knew it.
Scared. But I'll do it. I'm gonna fucking get my ass down to Blight Town and find that campfire. Hang out by it. And probably die 1,000 more times.
Just watch my Let's Play, man.
I'm not gonna do that. You told me not to.
Yeah, don't watch my Let's Play. Just like all the videos.
Okay. Or comment on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if Northernlion's bald.
Fuck you. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to.
So, nudes?
Nudes.
All right. I got nudes.
What is it?
Wii Mini.
Yep.
Yeah, what's up with that, right?
It's a smaller version of the
For
Wii
$100.
with no Wi-Fi and no GameCube games. In Canada exclusive.
Why would anyone ever want that?
I don't know. Because it looks cool.
Like, the best Wii games are GameCube games, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
$100 is really cheap, but isn't like a normal Wii only like $150 now?
Yeah. I would rather get the bigger one that has Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And has capable to play GameCube games. And I don't have to go to Canada to buy it.
There is that, I guess. The response to that seemed overwhelmingly negative when it was announced.
Right. I mean, there's no... What kind of... there could only be positives if you live in Canada.
I don't even understand the market for that. Who wants to buy...
It's red.
It is red.
It's Canadian flag red.
It kind of looks like Nintendo was just like, hey, Sony... Every time Sony releases a new console, they make their previous console slimmer.
Right.
But I mean... Who wants to even buy a new Wii now? Like, are new Wii games even coming out?
New...
It's a collector's...
Old GameCube
collector's
games
thing.
still exist.
Not to mention that the Wii's software library for like the last 4 years, except for like Mario and, well, first-party games, let's just say, has been terrible. So is there anybody that's like, oh, finally, it's my time to strike and get my crack at those delicious Wii U games I haven't played? Or Wii games,
Right.
sorry.
I guess just No More Heroes was supposed to be good, right? I never played it.
That's on...
Wii.
Yeah, but there's No More Heroes 2 is multi-platform, isn't it?
Oh,
Maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Wii Mini. Silly.
Yeah, silly.
Mini Wii.
If you want a Wii Mini, I'll just take my pants off. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Fox like that.
Ed McMillan confirms that Binding of Isaac Remake is going to be 16-bit graphics, coming to consoles, ported by the guys at Nicalis who did the Cave Story console ports. But he doesn't know exactly what consoles it's going to be on yet, although he says both Microsoft and Sony think the game is going to be a good fit for their consoles. And I think he said he wanted to do something with the Nintendo Wii U and eShop as well, and maybe even mobile. Beyond that, the game has sold 1 million copies in its first year, which is pretty fucking crazy.
Wait, so is this thing going to come to PC as well?
I don't know.
We don't even you don't know.
In the article, it just says, like, it's coming to consoles. It'll probably... He'd be silly not to release it on Steam if he could, because obviously that he's got 1 million sales there already.
Right.
And a lot of those people are going to want to buy the remake, I assume.
Yes.
But it's coming with multiplayer and cooperative, which is cool, so...
What about...
local or online?
I don't know. It's still too early, I think.
Well, no, the one article said local co-op.
It's set to come
Fox
out
said the one article.
end of 2013.
Oh. Wait, really?
Yeah.
It's damn far.
Yeah, no, really, it's a year, man.
It's kind of a long time.
These things
Got
take
like
time.
the basic outline of the game, right?
Yeah, you gotta make it, though.
Yeah.
They'll make you. Make me a sandwich.
That's not gonna take me a year.
You could.
I'll buy you a $5 footlong in
Yeah.
Toronto or Niagara Falls.
Serious?
No.
I'm gonna hold you to it, though. You said can't promise me Subway.
You think I'm made of $5 footlongs?
Yeah, I would eat you.
If you factor in how many Subway sandwiches I've eaten in my life and, thermodynamics, I am, to a certain extent, made of $5 footlongs.
I'm not even going to think about that. Because all I can think about is you as a $5 footlong. And you got, like...
Footlong salami.
Yeah, all kinds of deli meats.
Basically.
Be good.
What other news do we have?
Eugenics teaser.
Oh, yeah,
artwork
more Edmund
includes
McMillan news.
With Butch, Team Meat revealed their final character in the upcoming randomly generated cat-oriented title, Eugenics.
I'm excited for
Is
this.
there any details about that game?
No.
It's kind of got a similar aesthetic of Binding of Isaac. Not like similar. I don't know. The style.
all of Ed's games have that kind of art style.
Yeah.
By the way, I totally forgot to mention, in terms of what I played this week, finished season 1 of The Walking Dead.
I haven't played any.
Shit's good. Next time it goes on sale, buy that shit, man.
Can I just buy it right now?
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
I was waiting for all of them to come out before I buy them.
You scumbag, they all came out, and then the Steam sale, they were $12.50.
Yeah. Okay, so on Steam, if I buy one, I get them all.
I don't even think you can buy one.
Okay, so good. So if I buy The Walking Dead, it's not going to give me, like, episode 2 out of 5.
Right,
it's gonna give me all of them. Okay. I was confused on that.
Legitimately, some of the best characters and best writing I've ever seen in a video game in my entire life. It's a serious, legitimate Game of the Year contender.
Well, you just answered one of the Twitter questions.
Anyway.
Hashtag SP.
More news.
Read them.
What else?
News.
Tomb Raider.
Do you guys know the War Z?
Oh, fuck those guys, man.
Yeah, apparently the makers are a bunch of cunts.
Hey.
Wait, you know.
Well.
What do you want me to do? Heyo. So, on friend of the no one, rhinocrunch.com, that forum.
Sorry, Rhino Crunch.
I'm just kidding. Rhino Crunch are probably cool dudes. So that's where I'm reading this from.
You got a cool
So
name.
an ex-forum mod went on rhinocrunch.com, because where the hell else are you going to go? And talked a little bit about his experience while he worked at, you know, the makers of, what am I talking about?
The War Z.
War Z. Basically, they ban people for the explicit reason that they're gonna buy the game again. So like they'll just like, you know, take people's accounts that were playing the War Z, like they kind of timelined it out to see who was playing the most. They took random samplings of the people who are playing the most and just disabled their account so they could buy it again.
Mm-hmm.
They plan to halt development and abandon the game in 6 months if revenue is not enough for them, i.e. people are not buying the console and spending the fuck out of it, or the game kind of or the game what is it called, money system.
Yeah, they have like an in-game currency for microtransactions.
Right. Their anti-hack is actually functional, but here's the kicker. Want to know why their bans are temporary the first time around? 0.8% hacking? It's a question mark. Try extremely large portion of the player base is hacking. If they banned everyone, they'd mass refund issue on their hands. No one wants to play the piss poor excuse of a game.
Okay, here's the thing.
So yeah, this is a dude who just kind of gives you like an inside look at the developers that are a bunch of jerks.
I'm admittedly going to say here, I have not actually played War Z.
Right.
Because I have an aversion to what seems to be just like a huge... I mean, I have an aversion to zombie games in general at this point in my life, because there's just too many. Right. But War Z and DayZ sound like exactly the same. And the fact that this game sprung up right after DayZ got popular didn't seem like a coincidence to me. But anyway...
Exactly. Yeah, it seemed like a just cash in on what's popular now.
Right, and that's
so
fine.
DayZ was hugely popular, and like right after they got their own, okay, we're not going to be a mod anymore, we're going to be a full-fledged game.
Yeah.
This comes out and tries to steal the glory.
So that's,
I mean, open
like,
world with, you know, you're just like a dude running around with a bunch of other dudes and zombies mixed in the middle.
So shit happens like that sometimes, like, you know, games inspire either cash-ins or legitimate, like, variations on their own theme in future games. Minecraft and Terraria being the most, I guess, easiest example from recent times. But anyway, the reason... I have nothing against War Z at that point. It was when the game started alpha, and then, like, they had a huge NDA and actually started issuing copyright strikes to YouTube channels that showed off their game, like, basically to sell copies of it. And they were like, oh, how about go fuck yourself, like, have a copyright strike, enjoy never being able to get partnered on this channel unless you somehow weasel your way out of that one. And I was like, wow, these guys are like total scumbags. So, on principle, I've refused to do any coverage for War Z. And to be honest with you, it kind of gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside to see this news story break that maybe these guys are total, just like money-grubbing scumbags. And just a disclaimer, I don't know why you would be playing War Z right now, man. Like, have some self-respect. It might be an okay game, and I'll give you that, but are you playing it because it's a good game, or are you playing it because it's got zombies in it?
Right.
Think critically. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't seem that good of a game. It was probably a month ago, and I had, you know, Arma 2 was just like looming in front of me. I was like, if I get this, I can get DayZ and see what it's all about.
Nah.
And then I saw the War Z is another thing that kind of looked the same, and I didn't really know the difference. And I asked Twitter, and Twitter's just said, don't get either. And I said, okay.
Well, I had a lot of fun with DayZ, briefly anyway. But the DayZ standalone alpha is supposedly going to start next month, so...
Right, and I just figured I'd wait for that.
Yeah. Seems like the right idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, get my zombie fix in.
We have any other big news? Nintendo sold 400,000 Wii U's in its first week, which I don't know the context of those figures, if that's good or awful, but from what I've seen in the Twitterverse, it seems like there's like lots of retailers that are not even close to sold out. Like, you can just basically walk into a Target and buy a Wii U.
I think I read somewhere that Xbox 360 sold like 750,000 units, like in November.
Yeah, I saw that too. So Xbox 360 outsold Wii U plus Wii in November. Mind you, I mean, the Wii U just came out, so it only had like a week to do that, but still.
Right, yeah, okay.
What else was there that was big? I mean, there was the Steam sale. Did you guys pick anything up?
No.
I did not, actually.
Wow, we're all scumbags, I guess.
You didn't either?
I didn't get anything. I was gonna get the Gods and Kings expansion for Civilization 5 because the shit is $30, but it was on for $7.50. But I just didn't.
I was thinking about Chivalry. I think that was on sale for like 15 or maybe even less.
People seem to like that more than War of the Roses.
I like the idea and how we had a discussion earlier in one of the podcasts about War of the Roses and how it takes a long time for someone to get a kill.
Yeah.
But then in Chivalry, it's pretty much almost always a one-hit kill or a two-hit kill.
Yeah, you go down pretty quick.
And I liked that idea because when I'm thinking of people battling with axes and stuff, there's not too much leeway in getting, hit in the arm and that arm just not being cut off and you not dying in a bloody heap in the middle of a battlefield somewhere.
Yeah, I still haven't played any more of that. I should, but I don't know. I kind of feel like, for me, that ship has sailed.
Right. Like, Medieval Warfare was cool for that week and a half stretch that they both released. Just kind of, whatever.
Exactly.
Did either of you see anything for Goddess? It's the new
No. I
don't think
Kickstarter
so.
for Peter Mono. It's 22 cans. Yeah.
Really?
Sweet.
I thought he was done.
Done what?
Like, done making games.
Nope, I guess not.
I thought the Cube was his last. Speaking of, I should play that.
Did anyone get to the bottom of the cube yet?
I don't know. Let me check. What's it called? Curiosity?
Yeah.
Found it. I don't know. I'll find out. What's this thing that you're talking
It's
about?
basically like it's a return of the god genre, as Peter Mono called it, black and white.
Like black and white?
Yeah, like I have pretty fond memories of black and white. I played that quite a bit. Thought it was fun. So I think this would be cool. What was that game on the?
Spore.
No, Babylon. Tower Babylon or whatever.
Secret of the Magical Crystals?
Fuck you, man.
Well, what was that Ubisoft game that you...
Oh, From Dust.
From Dust.
Oh, Babylon something. Towers Babylon.
Babylon AD? Yeah, Babel, the game where you, like, shoot lightning bolts at those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, the garbage. Babel Rising.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, it kind of sort of reminds me of that, the God genre. But his whole rant was like, basically Facebook games like Farmville and whatnot have sort of ruined that genre of, I don't know. I pitched,
When was the last time this guy came out with a good game?
Well, that's the thing. I was thinking, Fable, I've never really liked. But I like his God genre.
Jeff Osborne loves Fable. It's his favorite game of all time.
Jeff Osborne.
You're joking.
No, it's his favorite game of all time, man.
Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with him?
It's fudge.
Do you want me to give you a legitimate answer to that question?
No, I just rather...
He doesn't make sense. There's no point trying to make sense of him. We let him be, Give him some beer.
How is he going to be an astronaut?
It's pretty crazy.
Is Fable's his favorite game?
Maybe he's
Tell me
right,
that right
and
now.
we're the crazy ones.
I'm pretty sure his actual favorite game is, like, computational fluid dynamics, but...
I don't
Anyway,
I'm kind of excited. I don't know. I put in enough money, I'll have alpha and beta access to it.
This motherfucker.
What? I gotta play some games that you guys aren't gonna play.
This is just kickstarting.
Have you ever played a game that like we both play, other than Spelunky and Black Ops?
Well, I would play a lot of other games. I was thinking, I play Scribble Knots Unlimited, but then, people would be like,
You could at least play something and talk about
well,
it.
I was gonna. I got, it's not like I got all the time in the world here, ding-dongs.
Yeah, you do.
Not. I did not hit her. I did not.
You work for a power company, and the power is off in your house at least.
That has nothing to do with the power company. We're not producing power.
You're not producing. that's a major problem.
You gotta
then.
build it first. It's under construction.
I work for a power company. We don't produce power.
No one house should have all that power.
The clock's ticking. I just count the hour. Anyways, I'm cautiously optimistic for Goddess. I think Molyneux is better.
Doesn't that describe like the reaction to all of his announced games in like the past 10 years? Cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yes. Ever since the original Fable, everyone has been cautiously optimistic about anything that man
Here's my
says.
new rule: do not play any RPGs if Peter Molyneux is involved. I think the problem is he doesn't get enough depth going on in those games. They're pretty just on the surface.
What do you mean? You could fart and impress
everybody. Yeah, but that's
everybody
like a superficial thing that really doesn't have all that much depth to it. Whereas, I mean, you don't want a lot of depth to these god-based games, I would say. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just don't think he should make RPGs. That's my big thing.
Do you guys remember when he did like that Project Eternity shit before Kinect existed and we knew what it was? And it was just like Peter Molyneux interacting with like this AI child.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
It was like a 20-minute demo where this kid was like, "Oh, Peter, you look very sad today." And Peter's like, "Don't worry about it, Gregory. We'll get them next time." It's like the craziest shit. You're like, whoa, this is the future of gaming. And then you look at it now, and it's just Xbox on. Xbox! Anyway. He's a master showman. I don't know much about his gaming abilities or like producing abilities these days.
Ooh,
right.
Anyone can make big promises.
What are you eating? You got some walnuts over there?
There's a banana.
Oh, yeah.
I had
banana?
to eat something. I drank a whole pot of coffee over the course of this podcast, so I had to eat something to soak it up.
How much coffee?
A whole pot.
It's like 3.5 cups.
That's it?
It's not that much.
It's my
5
birthday.
cups.
I'll drink what I want.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Suck it. Happy birthday.
It seems Bethesda might make a Dishonored a new franchise.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
It's cool. They said the sales had like drastically outperformed their expectations.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm.
I mean, I didn't really expect it to do well really at all.
I mean, I didn't kind of expect it, but it doesn't surprise me either because there's not a lot of good, solid stealth genres or like AAA ones. We talked about it before, but Sam Fish.
Is it really stealthy though?
Yeah, it can be.
You can play it stealthy, yeah. I mean,
this year, I mean, Dishonored was kind of the I guess second one, but the first 3D one. But this year's kind of seen a resurgence of the stealth genre. Like,
Mark of the Ninja.
There's a Mark of the Ninja was obviously huge. Yeah, well, I guess it wasn't huge. It was huge for me, but there's Mark of the Ninja, Dishonored. The new Hitman came out, and although you can sort of run and gun, and its stealth is definitely encouraged. And same thing with Far Cry 3. There's definitely huge stealth elements in that as well.
I've always enjoyed stealth games. Like, even in all the Elder Scrolls games or any kind of, like, RPG that you can be stealthy, I'm always playing the stealth guy.
Yeah, I prefer that too.
That's fun.
I'm all about the cheap kills. Go behind someone, as long as they can't see you, you do, like, 10 times crit.
What was that?
Yeah,
Must have just been the wind.
I hate... Oh, that is so annoying. I have an arrow in my neck, but I think it was just the wind.
I just hope Thief 4 comes out. I want it a lot. You get the water arrow.
Good sentence,
you shoot
bro.
It at the torch goes out. It's crazy.
What?
You remember from the first one?
Yeah,
It was
like 15 years ago.
I know, and it still blows my mind. It's good stuff. SimCity
It's going to cost a fortune.
coming out early March.
Oh, that's good.
There's a new video developer diary, and they show some pretty cool stuff, and it's looking pretty snazzy. And you can have cities that aren't like based in grids. You can have curvy roads too. Welcome to 2013, curvy roads. It's good stuff. I'm excited.
Are we
Throw it on the back of the box.
good for news?
I don't like the distribution model that they're taking with this.
What's this?
With the deluxe PC download editions and stuff. I think that's garbage. So it's like $99 if you want to pre-order, like, and get extra digital content.
That's crazy.
I don't like it.
It's $100.
It's $100 for a game
Yeah,
that you don't even get a physical copy
but
of.
you'll play it for like 10 years.
Maybe.
Yeah, Brad will.
I will.
Yeah, he will.
We should all build.
He's still playing SimCity 4.
We should all build cities and interconnect them, and then like I'll sell power to you guys, and then one day I'll just shut the juice off, and then you'll.
And it'll be just a typical day.
Screw you. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Let's talk about some new releases.
What do we?
Every Wii U game that releases.
Yeah. Last week saw the release of all the Wii U games. Assassin's Creed 3 on the PC, The Walking Dead Episode 5, Hitman Absolution, Persona 4 Golden on Vita, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, the Smash Bros. Inspired game. PlanetSide 2 made its way to Steam. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse is now out multi-platform and is being, like, shellacked in the media.
There's a really good, like, Xbox magazine article about that. It's pretty much, like, choose your own rating for it.
Yeah.
And so they have, like, 10 boxes, and it's basically just click this box if you're a fucking retard.
Yeah.
And that, like, increases, you know, the ranking. But, yeah, it basically shits right on the new Family Guy game.
Yeah, I've not seen any good reviews of that so far. So by all accounts, it's basically just horrible.
Right.
Scribblenauts Unlimited out on the PC as well as Wii U. There is the 3DS Adventure Time game. Coming out this week, or already out this week, we have new Ratchet and Clank, I guess.
Really?
Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault for PS3 and PlayStation Network.
Full Frontal Assault.
Full Frontal Assault. This might be interesting for some people. The Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition came out earlier today.
What did they enhance?
The first one or the second
Yeah,
one?
the graphics.
For the first one.
Yeah.
I never played it.
A lot of people were, that was like huge news when they announced, like, oh, the Baldur's Gate site, it has a countdown, it's ticking down. And then, I guess now people just had forgotten about it or, like, don't care. I was never that into Baldur's Gate, but a lot of people really like it.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not going to play it.
Isn't it based off the D&D system?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, too.
Nothing really else this week.
New Borderlands DLC, Mr. Torg's Campaign of Carnage.
Stealth Bastard Deluxe came out on PC today. Did you guys play Stealth Bastard?
No.
No, but it sounds up my alley. What is it?
It's like a 2D stealth game, kind of, but it's a puzzle platformer, not like Mark of the Ninja, which is like action platforming.
Oh.
So there's like a free version. It's good. There's a free version that came out last year that was a lot of fun, and now they've got a deluxe version up on Steam for $10. I don't know what's up with that, but I sent a review request, so hopefully be able to get some.
I hope you get it.
Yeah, exactly. There's also Miasmata. It was Steam Greenlight.
It's definitely Miasmata.
It was a Steam Greenlight game that was picked. It's a first-person survival adventure game developed from the ground up by Joe and Bob Johnson.
No. God damn it.
You play as Robert Hughes, a plague-stricken scientist on a journey to discover a cure. It kind of looks like Myst.
Oh.
Anyway, it's out on Steam now for $10, $15, I guess. I don't know what's up with that. I sent a review request in for that. Hopefully we'll have something to talk about later.
Miasmata.
And Far Cry 3 comes out next Tuesday. That game's really good.
Yeah.
Guys.
What?
WWE WrestleFest finally has a date.
Yes.
Ooh.
December 19th.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Get ready.
It's been...
WrestleFest.
It used to be on... From, like, March 2012, it's been listed on Steam as, like, the next season. So it started with, like, Spring 2012, Summer 2012. Now it just says, like, TBA on Steam, I think, or 2013. But 360 version is coming December 19th, apparently.
I hope you're ready.
I am excited.
We're going to play NFL
Maybe.
Blitz and WrestleFest
Yeah.
at Deck Chan.
And that's really it. Like, next week doesn't see that much new stuff coming out. Family Party 30 Great Games Obstacle Arcade. Guardians of Middle-earth, like the MOBA Lord of the Rings game.
MOBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be interesting.
MOBA.
Brain Age for 3DS. Vice City 10th Anniversary Edition for Android and iPad and iPhone.
Forge.
Vice City?
Yeah.
That's always my favorite GTA.
And
so good.
Forge. The end.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year, you filthy animals. This really hasn't been too much of a holiday season.
I mean, there's been a lot of stuff over the past few weeks.
Yeah, that's
If you look at, like...
Black Ops, Halo 4, those are two huge ones.
If you take
Assassin's
September to November, there's been, like, a lot of stuff. Like Borderlands 2, Dishonored, XCOM, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed 3, Black Ops, of course. It hasn't been as dense as last year, but it's been... The holiday season...
There's definitely been some... There's excellent games out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions.
Yes.
Do you?
It's going to be a shorter podcast this
yeah.
week.
Oh yeah. And there are not as many questions either. Do you spin your bitches? Is that the new? Do you even lift? I don't.
Do you even spin your bitches?
Well,
Yeah.
I've spun bitches in the past, I guess, but I'm not much of a bitch spinner these days. What does that mean? Like literally, like spin them, or does that
I think
mean
it might
like?
mean like kill them or something.
No, I think it means like you let a girl like get into your area, and then you like do what you want with her, and then you like push her on her shoulder so she spins off of you as if you were like playing NFL Blitz.
Or maybe
I have
she
no
just jumps
idea
on.
what you mean by that description.
She just jumps
You
on
know-
your dong and you spin her like a lazy Susan.
Imagine
some
you
boobs
were
and
like
turn her
you're a
around.
running
What if her
back.
name was Susan?
Imagine you're a running back for the Denver Broncos, and you're playing against like an NFL defense, but the NFL defense is all ladies who want a piece of you. So the way you spin bitches is like they try to tackle you, and you let them get close enough to get a taste, and then you like stiff arm them and spin them away.
But why?
Exactly.
Because you want to sample all of you want the cornerbacks, you want the strong safety.
Did you just say cornerback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corner, as in like the corner of a room.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't.
This guy doesn't know anything about football.
Wow. Fox, go just turn on ESPN
Come on.
every once in a while.
He knows just enough about football to be dangerous to himself.
We don't even get TSN.
Cornerback. What are they supposed to mean?
I don't know if we have a consensus on spinning bitches, but
We do it.
I
If
dabble.
it's good, we do it.
Right.
yeah, exactly.
Are there any pictures of Northern Lion with hair?
Yeah,
Yes.
like hundreds.
Hundreds.
There's a lot of them.
It's true.
I took some.
Me-
You did.
Me too.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Fox took about 1 million of them.
Probably.
That's about. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, they're out there.
All right. Question: do you think Walking Dead deserves Game of the Year, given that many consider it to be more interactive story than true game?
Yes.
Exactly.
It's at least going to warrant consideration. I don't know how many publications are going to give it Game of the Year. I think a lot of them are. But this is, if you haven't played it yet, you can't judge it. This is a landmark for both like adventure gaming, writing in gaming, and episodic content.
I hope it does well.
I think it's sold really well. My only hope, season 1 is legitimately like top to bottom masterpiece. I hope that season 2 they don't get like jaded and lazy. I hope they continue to be like ruthless and surprising with the writing that they do. It might be
Is
nice
it
to
based
see them.
off of the comics?
It's based on the comics, and there's some shared characters, but it's an original story.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I would also maybe like to see Telltale develop a new engine, because The Walking Dead's fine, it looks fine, it plays fine, but it would be cool to see it running on like an engine that wasn't built 10 years ago. But still, yeah, it's definitely, it doesn't just deserve consideration, it's going to win a lot of Game of the Year awards, and it admittedly deserves them. It might get Game of the Year for me, I don't know.
Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll pick it up at some point.
This one seems directed to Mr. Northern Lion. Thanks for looking at Super Hexagon. I wouldn't have noticed it otherwise. How much do you think people like you contribute to indie sales?
Indiana sales?
It's
Indiana Jones sales?
it's give and take. Like, It depends. I don't know. That's the long and the short of it. Obviously, enough. Like, if you read the post-mortem that Edmund McMillan released today about The Binding of Isaac, he basically mentions, like, when the game first came out in October 2011 or September 2011, when it first started, it was selling between, like, 100 and 200 copies a day, but it steadily grew rather than declining over time, eventually peaking at, like, 1,000 copies a day, and he couldn't figure out why, and it turns out his, like, reverse engineering, he realized, like, it just basically came down to, like, hundreds of people posting about the game on YouTube every single day. So, obviously, myself and people like me do carry some influence in the ability to, like, create sales. In particular, I know someone like Total Biscuit can basically make a game profitable. Like, if
Right.
Total Biscuit, like, supports a Kickstarter on his channel, oftentimes that's enough just to simply put the game over the goal from donations from his viewers. So, you know, collectively, it adds up. I'm not going to say, like, you know, let's say we got Super Hexagon. It's a $2 game. Right now, like, 20,000 people have watched the video. You can assume maybe 3% of people have bought it. 5% maybe at most. So that's going to be like 1,000 sales. It's not that bad. I guess it's $2, but I don't know. That might be an overestimation. I don't know how many people actually buy the games. I guess it depends on the quality of them and the price.
Depends on the quality and yeah, definitely the price. I think you'd probably be surprised at the amount of people that bought it. Not that we can really generate that sort of number off by head, but yeah, I think a lot of people are really tempted to, especially for $2. That's, you know, I could buy a game and, you know, I could see, you know, I saw like Northline, he played, he seemed to have fun, or I could buy like a hamburger. I go with the game.
Yeah, it's like the same price as a slice of pizza.
I would
There
get
you go.
both the game and the food.
Oh, Mr.
Look at this
Moneybags
high roller
over here.
Yeah.
Gotta eat. What do we got here? Have you ever fucked up the start of a run so bad you had to start again?
Yeah,
Yes.
like a 1,000 times.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Yes. Unanimous. Yes.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Have you ever spun a bitch so hard that you needed to get a new one?
Okay, next one. Any more collaborative stuff between you guys coming up? Borderlands 2, Payday, etc. Really like Foxman and Jay Smith Portal stuff.
That was
It
fun.
was fun.
I miss. We haven't done anything. Payday. I think the last video that we recorded, I was at my old
I
house.
still really want to do
Or Political
Worms.
Machine?
But no, Political Machine. I think that was there too. That was like September.
Anyway. Yeah, we should do some Worms.
We really should.
We should do some worms.
We're playing Worms now and then. We should do it.
All right.
Or some Black Ops, man.
Yeah.
Black Ops would be fun.
I can't
love
post that
Black
content
Ops.
on my channel because people have this like view of Northern Light. I remember I posted a Let's Look At for, I think it was the Hitman one. Somebody was like, you should do a Let's Look At of Black Ops 2. And then like 20 people in the comments were like, you think Northern Lion would ever play a game that shitty? And I'm like, oh, I'm playing it like right now.
Oh.
It's fun to play online. It's a good...
The gameplay online is not that good. It's the conversations that you have with the people that you're
I
playing
think the
with. that make
gameplay is
it-
okay,
Yeah.
man.
It's good. It's well balanced.
Well, yeah,
It
but I
feels
mean, I
good.
think definitely the social aspects trumps it for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now that I have the target finder, I like it.
Yeah, we'll see about doing some of that. I don't know what these... Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta need.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta get the SPDC clan tags. Everyone out there playing Black Ops.
SPDC.
SPDC.
Also, everyone out there, if you've got a Wii U, add me as a friend because I only have one right now. You probably can guess my name, so just enter it.
Do you have is there a limit of friends you can have?
100. Yeah.
So basically, you're gonna fill up your friends list pretty quickly.
Well, once I have real friends to get the console, I'll start deleting people I don't talk to.
Oh,
It's just to enhance the social experience. Like, it's not like Steam where I'll be recording and like 20 people will be like, "Hey, hope I'm not interrupting you."
Yeah, the random like people that like will just be like, hey, it's like, hi, how's it? Like, what's going on? It's funny.
Question about Binding of Isaac, Rebirth thoughts. Well, we already talked about that.
Yeah. Good
That's-
stuff. It's going to keep food on the table at Northern Lion HQ here in
Yeah.
the end of 2013.
It's gonna be good.
Well, it might be on like episode 600 or 700 by then. That's pretty scary.
That is kind of scary. What else we got? Do you guys agree that Foxman has a certain quality about him that makes him tempting to rape?
No, I don't.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
I don't want anyone to rape Foxman.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have sex with you if you ask nicely.
Just give him a hug or
Yeah,
something.
I'm all for hugs.
He's definitely huggable. I don't support that.
Don't rape me. I'm gonna keep my butthole tight.
I'll sew it up for you, buddy. Don't worry. I'll keep him away.
Alright, thanks. Wait, if you were ever to have a Mexican standoff, who would win?
What kind of weapon?
Well, I would win because I'd be like the odd job, right? You guys would just shoot over my head. So
He does got an odd job thing going on.
So I would.
I'm kind of thin. I have a low surface area. I can just turn sideways.
I've never shot a gun before.
I have. Fox?
Yeah, I think I'm fucked.
You got a pellet gun.
Yeah, but
I've shot a pellet gun
so.
like twice in my life.
So you're on par with
What?
Fox?
No,
I
I'm
killed
fucked.
a robin that was in a tree 40 feet high. Shot it. First shot. Boom. Right in the head.
You're
Pow.
ruthless.
Right in the kisser. For real.
I would have to do some I'd have to outwit you guys and get you to shoot each other at the same time.
I would
That could
just
be
Think
run
fast!
away. No, what I would do,
Josh, he's gonna
I
shoot
would
you.
pull, I would pull the old Black Ops thing. I just go prone on the ground.
Drop shot, man.
It's the most annoying thing ever. I hate it. You'll be in a gunfight with a guy and he just drops down on the ground and you're not expecting it and he just shoots you in the dick. And you're you know, I hate it. I hate it.
But it's really satisfying when they do drop on the ground and then they have to reload
Oh,
or
yeah.
something, just pop in the head.
That's good. That's good. Hey Foxman, are you enjoying Portal 2 or are you too drunk to remember any of it?
Pretty sure that's mostly
It's
me.
mostly Jay Smith, but yeah, I am enjoying it. I think it's a game. I'm sure I would enjoy it in certain ways on my own a little more, just because I wouldn't have
No
to worry
offense.
about
You gonna enjoy a co-op on
not the
your own a little bit
co-op,
more?
but I mean I wouldn't have to worry about people heckling me for being stupid and you didn't you get 5 minutes to figure
yeah,
that out.
definitely play single player and don't do recordings
Yeah,
of it.
I mean I might, but I also enjoy playing it online with friends
Yeah.
because
We've trying to figure it out.
it's fun. It's fun getting drunk
It
and
is fun.
splooging all over the place.
It's fun getting into trouble.
What else we got? How long do you see yourselves creating gaming content on YouTube?
I don't
Till
know.
tomorrow, maybe.
At least until tomorrow.
At least until December 21st, 2012.
What do we say to death? Not today.
You watch that?
No, it's a meme. I get it.
You just pick yourselves
Oh,
back up
it's
again.
from Game of Thrones.
I watched
And
an
slash-
episode of Game of Thrones on the airplane and it felt really uncomfortable because there were full frontal nudity in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's incest.
Why did they put?
and,
Didn't I tell you guys that story on the
banging.
podcast of watching American Beauty on the
Yeah.
plane?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's
I
full
was-
frontal nudity in that one too, and I'm like,
well,
why do
they're
they keep putting
boobs.
this full frontal shit on the airplane?
When you say full frontal, that means vag or penis as well.
Half frontal.
Yeah, you could just say boobs.
You could say
Why are you putting
boobs.
boobs on the screen?
'Cause they look good.
Yeah, but
I'm
there's
all for
kids
the
next to me,
boobs on the
man.
screen, to
Well,
be
don't
honest.
watch
I'm not
American
flying
Beauty.
to
It's
war.
not like it's the first time you've ever watched it. You know what's coming up.
I forgot.
You did not forget. That's exactly why you watch it. You're like, I could go for some boobs.
You know that he put it on. He's like, boobs.
Yeah, you ruined that kid's life. Oh. Okay, what else do we got? We only got 4 more questions, so...
Good.
Do you look back at the strangest things you say and think, what am I doing with my life?
Yes, sometimes.
Every day. I wake up every morning and I ask that question.
Sometimes
So confused.
people will, quote stuff I've said in an episode in the comments, and I'm like, I didn't say that. That's not... that didn't come out of my mouth, but...
People will answer questions that I'll ask in my videos, and I'll just be, what the hell was the
Oh, yeah.
question?
Yeah, I do
to,
that too.
I used to do that a lot when I first started out. And then, 10 months later, somebody will be going through all my videos, and then they'll, it'll be like, bacon! It's like, what? What did you do?
I think it's so funny. Yeah, because people will just be they'll start watching the Don't Starve at like episode 1, but I'm at like 21 right now or something, and so they'll just be like, "You can dig like stumps out of the ground." I'm like, I discovered that like episode 3. Where the hell have you been, man? Watch more. Catch up, man. You'll get there. But it's fun. I like it. I love all the comments. I read everything.
I do too.
I don't.
Just get little notifications throughout the day at work. It makes my day a little bit better.
I get all that shit in my email.
Oh man, you're crazy.
I know. I think I'm gonna, because I have it as like still as my primary email, but I think I'm gonna have to switch it all over to my Gmail, which I don't use so much for, like stuff.
Yeah, I made my own Gmail account for this YouTube account. So.
I still have subscriber emails come, just because it's nice to be able to check in throughout the day and see like how your stats are faring day to day, like in case you've done anything really unusually good or unusually terrible.
Right.
But I turned off comments a long time ago. Like right now, I have 163,000 unread emails in my Gmail inbox.
Jesus.
So, like my Gmail inbox is 43% full, which I didn't even think was possible.
You gotta condense it, man.
Nah.
All right.
Would you buy me a slice of cake on my birthday? It's January 14th.
I guess I will, because that's my girlfriend.
Is she allergic to anything?
We're gonna
Dust.
make her.
I'll give her a dust cake.
Do you spin?
Wow.
Do you spin her?
Huh?
Do you spin her?
Yeah. Do you spin it?
My spinning days are over.
Woo!
She's already spun.
Yeah, we'll get her a cake.
She doesn't like tiramisu.
Make her a
Maybe a
cake or
pie.
something.
What are you gonna put on the cake?
I don't know.
You gotta put a neat design.
Icing.
Get like Isaac. Get your face on her cake.
I do that every day.
What?
Get your face. Oh, I see what you did there.
That's gross. Would you be willing to take a voice role in a AAA video game?
Yeah, obviously.
I'd take a
What? I'll be willing to take a role in like a
single A.
like an F video game. A triple F.
Triple
video
F.
game.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, it doesn't work. Fan-fucking-fantastic.
Yeah. Triple F.
I think that'd be fun as shit, man.
Yeah, plus,
Definitely.
money.
Money.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't get paid for
I was
my
gonna
channel,
say
I
I'd
just
do
get
it for
paid.
free, but then people would hold you to it. I would do it for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, a reasonable amount. $10 an hour.
I like that.
It's less than minimum wage here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Or is this like $7.25?
Yeah, that's
I made $10 an hour in 2006 as a telemarketer.
How was it?
Bad.
Pretty bad. I only worked 8 hours a week, though, so it was okay.
That's pretty
$80
nice.
I mean, I was going to school, so
What'd you sell?
donations for the university.
That sounds dumb.
It was pretty, like, not great, but it paid my bills in first year of university, which basically amounted to, like, a case of beer every 2 weeks.
That is awesome.
Stupid. Alright. Is Northern Lion going to make Prison Architect Let's Play, or will there be a return of Dark Souls Invasions?
Oh my God.
And you gotta do your DLC thing, too.
There's no end to this, man. There's no end game.
There's an end game.
What is it?
I'll tell you what, if 100,000 people ask in a petition, I'll do it.
What if it's just like one person clicking yes 100,000 times?
That person's got dedication.
Yeah, will you do it for them?
No.
Oh.
Hey!
Your coffee's ready.
The coffee maker's pissed. I'm empty.
I'm empty, damn it. I think that's it for the questions.
Yeah. All right.
You guys have any questions for
Yeah.
I don't have any questions.
Why do you suck so much?
Wow.
me?
Pretty offensive.
Mother was a vacuum.
Oh,
Father was a black hole.
My mama's on your lips. My mama's on you. Anyway. It's been fun.
It has been fun. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah, welcome back to the Saving Progress podcast, everybody.
Yes.
Probably-
I'm going to try to put this one up on iTunes by
Yeah, you should
rendering
send
it
me
in
the
MP3.
other two as well, and then we can.
Nah. Literally 1 minute ago. Hey, Ryan, question. Why isn't Saving Progress updating on my podcast app on my iPhone? All right, well, that's fair.
Just download.
I'm gonna.
Put the download.
Oh, you're talking to him.
Right? What?
Whatever. As always,
Michael
you
A.
can
L.
find
Fox.
Michael A.L. Fox on youtube.com/jsmithoti, and you can find Josh Smith on youtube.com/Michael A.L. Fox.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, frequently you
definitely
can.
true.
Actually, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks for joining me.
No, okay, I was gonna say something. Never mind.
Nope. Too bad.
I'm a dragon.
He's not a dragon. I'm a dragon.
You are a dragon.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.